how's it going, Laura with Garden Answer? So I'm hoping that yesterday you saw our video where I put together this Nativity fairy garden. I really like how it came together. It's really simple, really small, but I think it's got pretty good impact because of the amount of plants that are in here, and the pieces are adorable. And you guys are always asking me a lot of questions about how to take care of gardens like this, how to water them, what to do if your container doesn't have drainage, and then lots of questions about where I got all the stuff that I use. So I thought I would dedicate a whole video to that. So I want to start with the container. The container came from Gardener's Supply Company. It's just a copper container on a stand. It actually comes in 3 sizes, which I have inside. I'm really excited. They're graduated, so there's a great big one, medium, and this is the small. It is watertight. You may have noticed that in the video, so there is no drainage in this container. That's not ideal, especially if you're a beginner with these types of plants, but you can get away with it. And the reason why I did not punch holes for drainage, which I usually do if it's a container I don't really care about or you know, I want to use for plants again. But this one I have another idea for, and since this is a nativity garden, it's more for the season, the Christmas season right now. I don't plan on keeping this together for more than probably a month and a half before I take this stuff out and use it in something else. So another thing, I use cactus soil, Espoma's organic cactus soil. That is my favorite. I started with soil in the container, and then I went out into the garden and cut some branches off of one of our ash trees to make this little lean-to stable for Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. And I just used a little bit of hot glue just to keep everything together. I mean, it's not like a super strong structure, but it doesn't really need to be. It's for decorative purposes. And then I just started planting right here and just made my way around the back. Now I do get lots of questions. You guys ask about how many plants I put in containers, and succulents thrive and do well planted in close quarters. And like I said, I'm not planning on keeping this together for a really long period of time, but even if I was going to, they would be fine because their rate of growth really decreases quite dramatically when you have them close together. They just won't grow as big or as fast. So I've got like a Kalanchoe silver spoons, there's some sedum, Tricolor Sedum in here, and a little Sempervivum. I've got some Burro's Tail, a Senecio Chalksticks, some Graptosedum California Sunset. There's a Perle von Nurnberg Echeveria, which just rooted for me, and then some little Crassula, I think. Anyway, we will probably have all of these listed in the description or comment section below. I need to remember to do that after this video. Get those all listed out. As far as watering, oh no, before watering, so all of these fairy garden pieces came from myfairygardens.com, and I saw them in a picture and I thought they were really cute. But when they came and I opened them up, I loved them because they're all glittery. It looks so festive. So I just used a little piece right here. This is a branch off of a black lace elderberry that I cut. It's just a thicker branch so that I had something to hot glue her onto so she's not toppling over. And then I just placed the pieces around, and I used a little bit of washed sand as my soil top dress. So in order to not wreck the sand, I water using a syringe, and I know I've said this a lot of times before, but any succulent arrangement that's either small or tightly packed, this is what I use, because I can direct this tip right to where I want the water to go, and it enables me to give the succulents just the right amount of water. What we want to do is just give them enough to slightly moisten the root ball, but not enough to where there's going to be excess water pooling at the bottom, because since there's no drainage, we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is water from behind. So no water is going to be coming in from this way, so it won't wreck my sand. So I'm going to come in right in between the succulents here and just release a little bit of water. Just enough to moisten the root balls. And I'm just going to go around the back side doing that. And since I'm only planning on keeping this arrangement, like I said, for just the season, for the Christmas season, I'll probably only need to water it 1 additional time from this time. So 2 times probably total. Unless you've got a real dry air, or if you've got wood heat or something that's sucking the moisture out, you might have to water a little more often. And the one other thing you want to make sure to give your succulents is the proper amount of light. So these are going to be in a spot that gets quite a bit of sun. It won't be in direct sun like in the late afternoon, but it's going to get quite a bit of sun in the morning, which is perfect. And they should stay healthy and happy, and then I can take them out and use them in something else after the season's over. So I hope that this video is helpful to you, that it kind of clears up any questions that you may have about arrangements that look like this, because they really are fun. It looks so pretty to have so much stuff all packed together, all the textures and colors. That's the way I really like to put these things together, and they really are not that difficult to take care of. So if you want to give it a try, you should. Just make sure to pick yourself up a syringe. We'll be sure to put a link in the comment or description section below so that you can order one if you can't find one at your local garden center. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you are having a fantastic holiday season. Bye.